special lunch bar, everybody comes down. Like they serve nachos.
Is that both sides?
Are disrespectful to me or to each other, we have to go put a corner. And that's how we're gonna get snatched
Sometimes
for
not
the
everybody gets things.
But it's funny because
Or,
I thought I was like, oh,
different.
that's gonna fix that,
You know,
and they're
guys
gonna
might
want to give you their
some people
corner.
might have a lot.
Well,
That
now they're
works.
Or something else.
prepaying disrespect.
Well, like
So they'll go put $1 in and be
I
like,
like
I can give
it
you
like
four
it
times.
is. Like whenever like there's some of us
Get it out.
like on
Get it out.
Catholic
Sometimes that's
diet,
good too.
like
Get
they
it
have
out.
like
You know what I
fish
mean?
options and stuff like that. Like how they have like maybe more than just one option for lunch. Like, oh, if I'm not feeling a
We're
chicken
good to
sandwich
go.
today, I can eat a pizza. If I'm not feeling a pizza, I could get
You need to say-
tamal.
So we have audio.
All right.
Okay, we're back in session at 7:12 PM. We're going to 8.0 public comments. Members? 8.0 public comments. Members of the public may address the board on any agenda item or item of interest within the subject matter jurisdiction of the board before or during the governing board's consideration of the item. The board is not able to discuss or take action on any item not appearing on the agenda. Pursuant to board policy, the board may limit individuals' comments to no more than 3 minutes and individual topics to 20 minutes. Please begin your comments by stating your name.
Before we call on people, the board asks that during public comment, everyone be respectful of the speakers while they're up at the podium. Members of the public shall not interrupt or interject while another person is giving their public comment. Also, during public comment, there shall be no use of foul language. Should a member of the public have a concern about a specific employee, we do ask that you direct those concerns to me, the superintendent, after this meeting, so that we can take those concerns and handle them through the proper protocol and procedure. Please do not use employee names or student names as they are minors during public comment. Thank you very much. I'll call the first name. Alma Espinosa. Come on up.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hello.
Good. I don't know why I'm nervous.
You'll do fine.
Good afternoon, Dr. Chavez, board members, administrators, teachers, staff, and community members. I'm here to invite you to our Lights on Carnival for After School program. This is a nationwide celebration that will be on October 20th. The Empire State Building also lights it up yellow just to celebrate, and it's a celebration for after school, for the families that we help, students that we help as well. So it's a nationwide celebration, and Farmersville is going to be celebrating by having a carnival here at Freedom for TK all the way to 12th grade, and it's only going to be for after-school students. We are going to start from 3:30 to 6, and we're going to be having booths, music, games, bounce houses, obstacle courses. We'll be having a food truck, Rosa's Brothers Ice Cream, a dunk tank, a photo booth, face painting, and lots of fun. So this is we're going to have enough, supervision as well. So I just wanted to officially invite you guys to have an opportunity to come and see. We'll have approximately a little over close to 500 students, because that's the amount of students that we have enrolled in our after-school program here at the district. And that's all I wanted to say.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ms. Julie McIntosh.
Good evening, board, public, and employees. My name is Julie McIntosh, and I represent Farmersville Teachers Association. I often have the unfortunate job of presenting you with bad news or concerns, but tonight, do I have good news for you? I just wanted to be sure that the board and the public are aware of all the funding sources available to the district going into this year. For the benefit of the public, COLA is a cost of living increase that the state gives the district. Prices are going up? Well, so is the money the district receives from the state. For the 2022 year, the COLA is huge, even though I'm adjusting the numbers reported to account for declining enrollment. There's still quite a bit left. Last year, the district received a 19.14% increase in COLA. That is $2,653,238. This year, the increase is 12.32% on top of last year's increase, for a difference of $3,904,006. That's a total of 21.46% over 2 years, of which 4.5% went to last year's staff increases. In other words, a total of $6,557,244 more in 2 years, of which, I'm sorry, let me read that number again, $6,557,244 more in 2 years, of which only just over $500,000 was spent on teacher raises and benefit increases. That leaves a 15.96% gap over the 2 years until we settle a contract. Those are not one-time funds. The district will continue to receive that extra money every year. But there is more. Categorical programs are still standing. Special education, child nutrition, and foster youth are just some of the special programs that will receive COLA. In addition to all of that, $1.9 billion will be spent on expanding TK, decreasing TK class ratios, pre-K planning and implementation, and TK and kindergarten facilities. Another bonus is that $4.9 billion in the state will be spent the next 2 years on transportation, green bus grants, and construction projects. The funding continues. There is a further $16.2 billion being spent on grants and one-time funds for arts, learning recovery, expanded learning opportunities, after-school program, the community engagement initiative, and career pathways programs. All of that was a summary. There are details in the handouts, which I'll give you when I'm done. That is a lot of money being spent here in the district and statewide, and a lot of that money is for grants. I do hope we are doing our part to secure those funds. Just remember, even though not all of that money will be ours, COLA alone gets our district $6,557,244 more last year and this year, leaving a 15.9% gap until contracts are settled. Thank you.
And that is all for public comment. For superintendent comment,
Excuse
Go
me.
ahead. Mhm.
You're out of order, sir. Is there any other board members wish to do public comments?
No, not at this time.
The coach is left.
You can still, they're still live streaming.
Okay, well, if anyone's watching at home, I just wanted to thank both Mr. Contreras and Mr. Valencia. I think that their commitment and participation in our district is just a small testament as to how committed the graduates of Farmersville are to their community and to improve their community. I think that we are definitely seeing an increase of former students return to their community with the hope to improve and make things better for the future generations that are coming. And so it's very heartwarming, and it gives me hope for our district to see a lot of former students deciding to get involved and deciding to give back, because again, it just goes to show the quality of the relationships that we built with staff members, administrators, teachers on a day-to-day basis. It made us love our community, and it made us love our schools, and we want to see them to continue to thrive. And so I'm really grateful for people like Mr. Contreras and Mr. Valencia, and to administrators in this room who are graduates of Farmersville as well.
I'd like to just kind of piggyback on that. I too thank Mr. Contreras and Mr. Valencia. I don't think I met Mr. Contreras before, but Mr. Valencia used to live just down the street from us. But I know that there are several graduates that have shown interest in occasionally donating money. So if we can find a way that they could be able to do that, whether one time or, yearly or something, I think if we just put that out there, I'm pretty sure we would have a lot of graduates that would be willing to give to this community.
Do
They want to give back.
we have an alumni fund or a foundation? No.
No, but they do have scholarships. We have alumni that'll do
Okay.
scholarships for seniors.
I'm sorry, what?
Scholarships,
Oh,
so we have some.
but
alumni.
other than scholarship, there's no,
There's not a foundation, not yet. We have some alumni that are looking into.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm good. You know what? It takes a village to raise a child, and we're doing it right. Put the kids first always, and we will be successful. Having our students coming back, I've known Mr. Contreras for years. In fact, I playing football at the high school, stuff like that. I mean, he's been around a long time, but to see our kids grow up and to be leaders is great. And to see the kids, see their mentors become leaders is, I think, the key. So anyway, big shout out to him and his family. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
I'd like to thank everyone that has grown up through Farmersville, has come back to provide leadership for our students and a role model so they can see that they can grow up in Farmersville, get educated in Farmersville, and come back and lead in Farmersville. So for that, thank you all who have done that. And my public comment, I would like to say good evening to everyone. In the past few months, we have heard repeated accusations of corruption by this Board of Trustees, both here and the social media. The following phone numbers of the top officials of our county and state are as follows. Please feel free to contact them with your concerns. They will investigate this board. They will look into our finances, our conduct, our supposed abuse of power, or any position of financial gains anyone of this board has made. They will investigate us without bias. The state superintendent, Tony Thurman, can be reached at 916-319-0888. The Tulare County Superintendent, Tim Heyer, can be reached at 559-733-6301, extension 1101. Please reach out to them for your concerns. Let them know. If they need to investigate us, let them know. Thank you. Eight point one, superintendent's comments.
Yeah, I have three announcements. First of all, I wanted to thank our students for being here. I want to congratulate our wonderful football team and to see the alumni coming back and giving back. That is definitely something that we want to always pay forward. I also wanted to reiterate what our young man mentioned earlier regarding the homecoming game this Friday so we can support our school and our district. Also on 10/20, when we have the event, the Lights On event, is also the Great California Shakeout. So those of your students will be in class at 10:20. They'll be having an earthquake drill. It's important to always be ready. And then finally, at Freedom Elementary School on Monday, October the 17th, they're having lunch on the lawn, 11:30 to 12:10. So parents are invited to come and join their children at Freedom and have lunch together on the grass. So those are the announcements I had. Thank you very much.
Okay. We're moving to 10.0, K through 8 issues. 10.1, approval of dispose, recycle, donate obsolete, damaged items at Freedom School.
Move. Second?
Motion by Alice Lopez, second by Isamar Hernandez. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? 4-0. 11.0, high school issues. 11.1, approval of donations from Academy West Insurance to Farmersville High School athletic and football program.
Move. Second?
Motion by Alice Lopez, second by Isamar Hernandez.
And we can also send them a thank you, please.
Any other questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? 4-0. 13.0, personnel. Okay. 13.1, approval of classified personnel for items 13.1.2, 13.1.3, 13.1.4, 13.1.7, 13.1.8, and 13.1.9.
Move.
Second.
Motion by Alice Lopez, second by John Alvarez. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? 4-0. Thirteen point two, approval of extracurricular activities, coaching personnel, items 13.2.1 through items 13.2.4.
Motion.
Second.
Okay, who motioned?
I did.
Second, Alice Lopez.
Correct.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? 4-0. Thirteen point three, personnel action report information only. Thirteen point four, adoption of resolution 06-10-11-22 for placing a classified employee a 30-month rehire list.
Motion.
Second.
Motion by John Alvarez, second by Alice Lopez. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? 4-0. 13.5, approval of memorandum of understanding with CSEA regarding bus drivers' positions.
Motion.
Second with the question.
Motion by John Alvarez, second by Alice Lopez. Ms. Lopez, you had a question?
There's a place for a signature from someone from the union, but there is no signature here, so how do we know it's been discussed or whatever?
You have the first page?
Dr. Chavez?
Let me see. Yeah, Mr. Wimp, do you want to speak to that?
We received an email right before the agenda was to be approved, verifying that they were in agreement with it. So unfortunately, by the time we printed, we did not have the time to get a signature from CSEA, but we do have verification from them that they are in agreement with it.
I'll stay with my second on contingent on that proof being submitted to you.
Yes.
Can you provide it to us before we approve
Actually,
it?
I believe it went to Dr. Trump.
The email?
Yeah.
Do you want to see it before we approve it and vote?
No, but I think in the future, we need to have that prior to anything being on the agenda.
Okay. All right, I'll take that direction, so if I don't see it, it won't be on the agenda.
You'll get it.
Okay, any other questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? 4-0. 13.6, approval of bus driver's job description and salary schedule.
Okay.
Second with the consent contingency at 13.5.
Motion by John Alvarez, second by Al Lopez. Can you,
And you'll get
Elaborate.
that at the latest by tomorrow morning.
That's fine.
Very good.
okay. No other questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? 4-0. 14.0, board business. 14.1, consideration of any item any member of the board wishes to have on future agendas or provide a written update. Ms. Lopez?
Shall we ask our student board rep, would you like to see anything on the
Okay.
agenda?
Juan, Paulo, Huerta, you want anything on the agenda,
No, I got nothing.
information? Like food or anything, what's coming up? No? Okay.
Okay.
What was that?
Okay, so he wants, that is your position as student board representative. Do you want to kind of,
Yes. So as a student board representative, you are a member of the board. So you have a right to ask for additional information under this particular line item. So is there anything, would you like to reiterate what you were told about regarding food delivery?
Sure.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, I have to speak?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like what
you
I-
have to speak.
Like what I want to have for it to
What do you
They
want?
want
you would
additional
like us to
information on.
address something at the next board meeting?
Basically, well, I've been getting a lot of kids saying that they want like to get the parents bring them food like to the high school, like it used to be like my mom bringing me McDonald's to school, because sometimes they saying that some kids saying that they don't want to eat the food at the school because they don't like it. Like some kids do like it and some kids don't, so it will be like a great possibility to have that coming back, like to get some food out from us from different places.
So just for my clarification, to request parent or guardian to be able to drop off burritos at lunchtime for you guys to eat?
Yes.
And procedures required, right?
Yeah.
I think that's at the high school, correct?
Yes.
And I
So-
guess,
So I know you mentioned that some of the students don't like food. Do you want that to be considered too? The different menus that you guys can taste and see what you guys want to eat?
Sure.
So I'm putting down two items.
I'm not putting words in your mouth, am I?
No.
Yeah, two items. And one is to be able to have family members or guardians bring you food to the
Uh-huh.
gate.
Mhm.
And then the second one is for us to review the menu and maybe do a survey from the students. Is that more or less, would that satisfy your request?
Yes.
So we would have to visit the lunch drop? Something like that?
that would have to be with them too. But I think one of the things that we should ask also, because we've had those, I don't know what you call them, but where the food people bring, they have a thing at someplace and we go and test out the food. It'd be
Like
easier for
quality
the kids to test it, because what I find totally gross, they left, So it doesn't do us any good to taste the food. It should be a group of kids.
It was
So-
like
You mean the district-sponsored food or
It's,
the
it's,
the burrito at the grandma?
No,
No, no, no.
food show.
food show, like
Oh.
tasting with
Like
the
quality taste.
facility.
Quality control
Yeah,
taste?
yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's where all the districts go to the vendors. The vendors bring the food
Oh,
to
okay.
sample
We haven't
at
had
a
one, huh?
specific,
We haven't had one since COVID.
yeah, we haven't
That's
had one. in a
probably
while.
why the food distribution stopped too, to the schools because of
Yeah.
COVID, but.
And I think Mr. Lurie,
you know,
Used
he
to go
set
out
that-
there
Used to
and set,
invite us
and set
and-
those up, invite us.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Hunt, if we can get together and talk to Jessica to see if we can make that happen.
Anything else?
Like field trips to Hawaii or something? No? You're good?
All
Okay.
right. Okay. Ms. Lopez?
Yes, in that same kind of thing, I wanted to make sure that we're supplying the lunches for all the after-school sports. If we can get a report to make sure that the cafeteria is doing that, that they're getting the schedules and providing lunches. Not only sack lunches, but maybe something in coolers. I don't know if we can buy coolers for after-school sports so that their lunches stay fresh. As far as track, I know that they spend all day there, and they probably eat a lot more than just one meal while they're there.
And that would be sports or all after-school activities?
Well, it should be all after-school activities when they can't go home right away.
Okay.
The other thing is, I'd like to see if you can check with our IT department to see if there's an issue with our emails, because supposedly they're not on the website.
I believe we've asked that. Can you elaborate, Dr. Chavez? Because I know we've asked that since January of this year, that our emails were not posted under our pictures where it says district directories. And we asked if that could be public.
I'll confirm and I'll double check on that. Part of the reason we had taken those off was that we were actually using spam. And we still have current issues with that where those emails will they're out there. And then people are using them and replicating them and making them seem like they're theirs. And we're getting a lot of virus stuff.
Security reasons.
So we did take some of those off.
Can you do me a favor? Can you come up and let the public know? Because I know some of the public has
The
been
website
wondering.
that's for within the district and outside the district, correct?
No.
Can anybody get on our website?
Yeah, it's public access.
And everybody
public
can get onto our,
Yes, and I'll confirm that that's the
Okay.
case, whether that is the case, but we did stop a lot of that because of that. We were having a lot of issues with viruses and emails going out. So we put a stop to that. So we turned some of those off and mainly for the board members.
So that's the reason they don't appear on.
That was the reason at that time, but I can confirm. So if you want those updated, we can put those back on.
you can just give us a report to see if they're there.
Yeah, definitely.
Or when they took down or whenever, because I know some people said they see it and some people say they don't see it, so I
I'll
just need to
confirm
know.
that.
Thank you.
Sure.
I think a phone number would be okay. You know what I mean?
Sure, we can do that.
You know, I got people calling me every day, probably because my number's everywhere, but at least there's something there. It's a number. It's not worried about getting hacked and all that kind of stuff. And if they do want to speak to us,
If you would
they
like
can
that,
reach
we
us.
can definitely, we can put the numbers on there if you'd like.
I think that'd be sufficient enough.
One of the things that I think you need to also explain, Dr. Chavez, is that we're not supposed to be the first point of contact. We're supposed to be in order of,
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, the role of the school board is to set policy. The executive part of dealing with the public and students and teachers and staff is the superintendent's role. So my email, I believe, is on there. So and I don't have social media, so they could do whatever they want.
I'm out there too,
Yeah,
so.
pretty much.
Well, thank you for
I'll
explaining
confirm
that.
that and I'll get back to you.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
explaining. I had no idea. So thank you.
Thank you. Another option, before you sit down, Chris, another option might be that other districts do is they have a generic email that just basically says School Board Farmersville, and it's just a general one, and it only goes to the school board members for them to view. It does take an extra step and try to figure out which board member, but at least it keeps, the names from getting utilized, like you said, for spam and the like.
Wouldn't that cause a problem with the Brown Act?
Yeah, it would,
You're probably right.
It would.
Mhm. It'd be worth looking into, though.
Yeah, we'll have to do something.
Okay.
I think what you're referring to is usually it has a drop down with it where you can select individual board members.
Mhm.
to send emails.
But
We can discuss
our,
options.
our emails are on there already, aren't they? Under the staff?
They're supposed to be. but
Yeah.
I guess the question was that they might not have been up there, so I can.
Well, they're not underneath our name and all that, our picture there, they're in there, they're in the system. So if they wanted to find them, they could go in, they can find them, but it's just like finding a teacher's email. They can do that as well. So, okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Lopez, anything else?
Okay.
Mr. Hernandez?
Yeah, I'm actually going to give Juan Pablo some homework. Sorry. But as a school board member and as a student representative, your job is to represent the voice of students. So I would like you to talk to your peers and bring us back a report on what some of the student issues are, what students feel needs to improve. Not every single issue, but the major issues that students tend to agree on. And then on the next meeting that you come to, please bring that to us, please.
Okay.
And then the other part, to kind of go along with what he was saying, remind me what the status of the food director position is.
Right now, the food director is currently being flown on adjoint, so we do have people that have applied.
Okay.
Uh,
And then if I could just see what's going on with that, just let me know.
Yes, of course.
Thank you. That's it for me.
Mr. Alvarez?
Yeah, I know we just brought in a CT coordinator, right? I'd like to have maybe monthly reports. I know they're still getting stuff together. Actually spoke to her at the football game, really, really informative. Actually never had anybody explain things in such detail. Now I know exactly where my granddaughter's going, which is great because I've been fumbling around with this for a year now. But I think the things that I was going through, the restlessness of not knowing is the biggest problem for us as parents or grandparents. And to clarify that to a point to where there is no doubt in their mind where they're going and how to get there is the key. So I think she's doing a great job. She's only been here a short while, but anyway, I'd like to have reports, maybe a monthly or something like that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Dr. Chavez, can you give the board a report on the future bus routes once we can actually service the high school? And this is becoming a greater concern now that we see that the city is considering changing our main transport route between the schools in the north part of Farmersville and the south part of Farmersville into a one lane each way. We're definitely going to probably have to provide bus services, but how is that going to affect us? How many more buses are we going to need? Is those three more buses, or do we have? Well, I know we already have two. Are we going to get another one to be able to allow us to do that? Is that in the works? Can you let us know?
Yeah, I'll report that to you. The last thing that I heard regarding that project, it looks like there's a good probability it will not be a go. That's unofficial report that I received, but I'm still inquiring further. So I'll bring you more details regarding that. But as it stands right now, it appears that there's more opposition to it than people in favor overall.
Okay. Go ahead.
Could I also get something from MOT and Finance about the feasibility of replacing the FFA truck? That truck predates me, and I have concerns about safety with that truck, so. As well as how much has gone into repairs as opposed to replace.
The FFA truck?
Yes, please.
Okay, so
It might as well look
Mr. Hunt, I'll
into,
follow up with you.
can you look into a trailer too? Because that one's getting kind of outdated too.
The trailer too?
Yes.
Carnival trip.
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Oh, okay.
Low boy, easy access.
Because I seen what they're trying to do and they sometimes struggle when they try to participate in fairs. Something that can be a lot user-friendly for our students and advisor.
I know that they're looking at different grants. Possibly there would be a grant there for animal transport, which would imply the truck and the trailer.
Okay.
So we'll follow up with FFA.
Thank you.
So I'll follow up also with you, Ms. Coop.
It's actually grants a new animal, so let's just bring in a llama. We'll be good to go.
Alpaca would be good.
New animal,
If I can't
new
get
animal grant.
If I can't get a llama, I'll get an alpaca.
I know when we were out there, a lot of us didn't get a chance to see the actual animal facilities. But my understanding is they need a lot of work. Some of them need new updates, new stuff, so they can actually take care of animals better out there. I asked them if what was the necessity for them to actually grow a pig, and they don't have the facilities to be able to take care of pig out there.
It's too
I-
hot here.
It gets too hot, and I know there are people that are willing to donate animals to FFA, but we don't have the facilities to actually take care of them. So if you can look into that. And the last thing, if you can give us an update on all the safety on all the school sites, the cameras, the locks. What are we doing with the classrooms as far as safety as well? As far as the doors, the windows, what are we doing?
Okay.
That's all I have. Thank you. Anything else from the board? No? Okay. 17.0, future meeting date, 17.1, October 25th, 2022, November 8th, 2022.
Mr. President, I will not be here on October 25th. I will be out of state.
Thank you for letting us know.
I did have just a question for the board. November 8th is election night. Just thought I'd put out there, did you want to have a board meeting on election night? It's completely up to the board. Just wanted to point it out. It's fine either way for me.
The problem is that we might have staff that need to get to their polling place. So I
Yep.
think we need to look at revising that date, Mr. President, because we do have staff that aren't able to go in the morning, aren't able to go at lunch. So they need to have an opportunity to go at least after work.
And would humbly propose the possibility of the 15th, the following Tuesday.
And then you're talking about the 15th and then the 29th or something like that, or back to back?
Well, we have to look into it, and then because if there are things that we need to take care of for that week, there are coming weeks.
There's only one board meeting in November.
Yeah.
That's
So
Thanksgiving, so all the way-
Yeah,
would you consider the
So-
following day, the November 9th instead, so we can take care of the school district business
Wednesday?
Wednesday? Because you would have to see if we can do that with also the county, right? Are we sending it to the county? They have our calendar, right, of all of form.
Amended?
I can't do Wednesday.
You can't do Wednesday?
But we can do special board meetings, but regular board meetings, it's a lot harder to move. Can you take a look at that? But I think if we do it one day, it'll be better than the following week. Because we're only missing one day.
whatever you like.
Ismail can't make Wednesday, so. I mean, there you go.
Thursday?
Thursday the 10th, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Thursday the 10th?
At this point, it's okay. Is there a holiday on the 11th or the?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So we could have a really long board meeting on the 10th.
Yeah, that's,
So nobody gets to get away for the weekend? Is that what you're trying to do?
or just keep it on the 8th, man. Let's just keep it on the 8th.
Okay.
People can go vote
Whatever you
early
decide.
there.
Just thought
Yeah,
I'd put it
I
out.
don't think it's gonna be a
What about
deterrent.
Monday?
Monday? The 7th, Monday? Before?
I know city council has theirs
Oh, that's
on
true.
Monday, but it doesn't matter. I mean, they're not here.
Yeah, we could have it the day before, whatever
Yeah, see
whatever
if
you
we can do it
like.
the day before then.
Yeah, let's do
Monday.
that. Monday.
Monday. That'll work.
Ready, break.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, 20.0, adjournment to close session at 7:50 PM. 21.1, public employee dismissal, discipline release complaint, government code 54957. 20.2, conference with legal counsel, anticipation litigation, government code section 54956.9. significant exposure to litigation pursuant to subdivision D of section 54956.9, 20.3, conference with labor negotiators, government code 54957.6. It is the intention of the board to meet in closed session to review its position and instruct its designated reps, the agency designated representatives, Jeff Wimp, Jason Caff, names of organizations, FTA, CSEA, management. 20.4, conference with real property negotiators, government code 54956.8. Agency negotiators, Brian Martin, attorney, AALRR, under negotiations, price and terms. And 20.5, student discipline update. Thank you, everyone, for coming. You want to take a small break?
Sure.
Okay. Thank you, everyone, for coming.
What time did we go in closed? 7:50, what?
7:50.
Thank you.
On the nose.
Sorry to put you on the spot.
Somebody speak.
Hello,
Hello?
Testing?
what's up?
Open session at 9:40 PM. We're going back to 13.1.
I make a motion to approve 13.1, 13.
13.1.1, 13.1.5,
Point five.
and 13.1.6.
Correct.
Second.
Okay. Motion by Alice Lopez, second by John Alvarez. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? 4-0. Twenty-one point zero, actions taken in closed session items. 21.1, public employee discipline dismissal release complaint. Government Code 54957, no action taken. 21.2, conference with legal counsel, anticipation of litigation, Government Code Sections 54956.9, significant exposure to litigation, print to subdivision D of Section 54956.9, no action taken. 21.3, conference with labor negotiators, Government Code 54957.6. It is intention of the board to meet in closed session to review its position and instruct its designated reps, agency designated representatives, Jeff Wimp, Jason Caff. Name of organizations, FTA, CSEA, and management. No action taken. 21.4, conference with real property negotiators, Government Code 54956.8. Agency negotiator Brian Martin, attorney AALRR. Under negotiations, price and terms, no action taken. 21.5, student discipline update, no action taken. 22.0, adjournment at 9:43 PM.
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Alice Lopez, second by John Alvarez. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? 4-0. Thank you. Have a good night.